Hello, dear friend. You are watching your weekly astrology horoscope. I'm happy to share with you that finally we have a different type of energy. This week will be really different from what the past few weeks were. And there are a couple of reasons. First of all, we had Venus for around 40 days being retrograde. Then it overlapped with Mercury. And Mercury turned direct towards the end of last week. Plus, we had some intense new moon, Sun-Saturn energy, so the period was quite intense. Of course, there were many positive things we could have done, and hopefully we have managed to do them. But it was quite difficult also to make things happen faster or to see the results in the outer world. So the energy now seems really, really different. We don't have any retrograde planets. Of course, the most important are Mercury and Venus, which are both already direct. And also, we are in the second phase of the lunar cycle during this upcoming week. All of this shows that it's time to do something out there. It's time to focus on concrete results. And you might expect faster results. You might expect more dynamic energy. And overall, if there were delays, confusion, problems in communication, in relationships, those should be kind of easier now. And we can have clearer ideas about what we want and about our plans. So I think that this week can be much more productive than the past few weeks, or we might even say the most productive since the beginning of this year. And we also have actually not that many aspects during the week. There are two major ones which are important. One is conjunction between Mercury and Pluto. And this one is pretty interesting because it happens for the third time. It happened once, then twice when Mercury was retrograde, and now this is the last time. So this is an interesting aspect which can bring some kind of answers or solutions to things we have been exploring or trying to plan, or solutions that we needed, or it might allow us to finally move forward. Mercury together with Pluto is a great aspect that can concentrate the mind. So if you want to dive deeper into something, to get to the root of something, to go beyond what's visible and clear on the surface, this aspect is amazing. For all kinds of studies, especially those that require a deeper approach or something spiritual, something more energy related, or anything which is about searching for an answer, this aspect is really great. And the mind can be extra focused, extra concentrated. We might be also very serious about whatever we are focusing on, because the sign also supports this. The Capricorn energy plus the Pluto energy there. This can make our mind very logical and very focused on serious, important matters. We can use this time to communicate also or connect with people who have more power, or some kind of authority figures, or even for business negotiations, for financial planning. All of those topics can be very important during this upcoming week. And the other major and really impressive aspect of the week is a trine between Mars and Uranus. Again, the triggered signs are the earth signs, Capricorn and Taurus. So overall, during this week, we really need to concentrate on practical results, also concrete focus, hard work, and this can be overall very beneficial for us. Specifically, this trine between Mars and Uranus is also great for trying new things, finding new approaches. It's really about taking action. It's not just about imagining or visualizing or planning. Mars is about taking action. We don't need to do this in a very impulsive way. After all, Mars in Capricorn is very patient. And we need to be cautious. We need to kind of like evaluate what are we pursuing, what are the results we want to achieve, what is the effort we are ready to put into this. But at the same time, the Uranus energy can also allow us to be more creative, to do things in a more innovative way, to really take a reasonable risk and allow ourselves to do things we haven't done before. So for literally brand new things, brand new projects, this is a great, fantastic, productive time. We can have this rare combination of innovation and creativity, and at the same time, ability to do something practical about it and really implement this in reality. So it's really a rare and very valuable combination. So those are really the major points of the week. Those two aspects are kind of like leading us. Now let's look at the days one by one to see what else we can add. On Monday, the moon is in Taurus and will make conjunction with Uranus. So this is kind of like a preparation, which is allowing us to be grounded and connected with reality, and at the same time, perhaps try something new, allow ourselves to experiment, to go in a new direction. So from the very first day of the week, we have the theme, Earth energy and Uranus energy. This is kind of like the main focus. So Monday can be productive day, we can be grounded, practical, and at the same time innovative. On Tuesday, we have the trine between Mars and Uranus, so this is the day when this energy is the most intense, and it's really a great time to start something new, or at least find a different approach, be creative, be more spontaneous, and again, don't forget to keep your focus also on the practical results. You may have the inspiring ideas or visions or desires, but then ask yourself, what am I going to do with this in the real world, in the outside world? Very practical, very logical. What is the result that I want? This is really kind of the theme of the week. The moon is still in Taurus, so we at the same time have this grounded energy that can allow us to connect with reality, to sense the environment, to find the right actions and approaches, and at the same time to have the needed patience. This is one of the greatest qualities of Taurus, that this is probably the most patient sign of all. So again, Monday and Tuesday seem to be really great for practical work and innovation at the same time. On Wednesday, the only thing that is happening is that the moon is in Gemini. We don't have any major aspects, we don't have anything big happening, but it is a shift because the Gemini energy is more flexible, it's more mental oriented, it's more focused on communication. So it's nice to concentrate on those activities, connect to other people, socialize, make some kind of plans, focus on your ideas. And overall, for those type of projects, the day should be productive. On Thursday, we have a semi-sextile, so a minor positive aspect between the Sun and Neptune. And this is a wonderful aspect for our imagination and for our creativity. You can get inspired by something, you We want to do something meaningful that will nurture your soul. So here you may not be so practically oriented, and that is fine. Instead, try to find what would you really like to do, like what would make you feel fulfilled on a deeper level. This could be about some kind of creative work or helping someone else or taking care of yourself. We shouldn't forget about this option as well. So the day is great for creative work. The moon is still in Gemini on Thursday. So connection with other people, communication, making some kind of plans, all of this is still valid. Then on Friday, we have a conjunction between Mercury and Pluto. And this is the aspect that we are experiencing for the third time in the last few weeks. And it's about a shift in terms of our view, of our plans, of our ideas. Again, as I said, for exploring, diving deeper, researching something, for concentrated work, the aspect is very supportive. Keep in mind that Pluto can also bring too much intensity. So we might be too serious, or sometimes even go more towards being pessimistic or even suspicious. This is also kind of a energy that comes with this combination. So be mindful about this, and keep in mind that you might be over fixated on certain ideas. Whether it's about a plan you are making or something that is currently important for you, you can get like extremely fixated on that. And from the positive side, of course, you may get some amazing results, but it's also possible that you can get a little bit stubborn when it comes to seeing things in only one way and not wanting to change anything or see them from a different perspective. So this could be a little bit of the shadow side of this aspect. So be aware of that. The moon is in Gemini most of the day. So again, it brings the focus to the mind, to communication, ideas, planning. And during the evening, the moon will be in Cancer. So we can get much more sensitive, emotional, we can feel more vulnerable, but also it's a great time to spend it with your family or at home or to relax a little bit. On Saturday, we have Mercury trining the North Node. So this is again triggering the mind in terms of the future and a focus that we want to keep. So by all means, think about it, plan it, see it, and try to be specific and concrete. So the North Node and Mercury are both in Earth signs. So it's really about getting concrete and practical about your plans, about ideas, about something you want to learn. This combination can help us to have more concrete details to work with. So be precise, be focused, and think about the things you want to pursue in the future. The moon is in Cancer on Saturday as well. So it's a wonderful time to spend it with family or friends or people you love or doing something at home. And again, be mindful how you treat people. We get usually oversensitive when the moon is in Cancer. And finally, on Sunday, the moon is still in Cancer, but there will be two aspects. Opposition with Venus and trine with Neptune. So both of the aspects are triggering the emotional area. And in terms of our personal desires, we may need to make a compromise, or there might be something frustrating. And at the same time, we can feel very nice when we are doing something for someone else or helping someone. Generally, the sensitivity is very high. The intuition can be also very triggered, the imagination, the creative work. But frankly, this is also a great time to relax. It's also Sunday, so for most people, it's usually a nice idea. So this is what we have for the upcoming week. As you can see, the energy is very different. First of all, we don't have any retrograde planets. We are also in the second phase of the lunar cycle. And there aren't many major aspects, actually. We have just two major ones and one or two of the minor ones. So the energy seems to be going in like one or two directions. It's not that chaotic, it's not that complicated. And again, for practical results, it seems like a really nice time. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.